So, been working on the brakes of this thing, trying to get them to work properly. And as you can see by the enormous mess I have made, is that I'm getting fluid through the hard line just fine. That's working like it should. But rubber line is swollen shut, is not letting a bit of fluid through. And I did the same thing on the rears, and it is doing same thing back there. So at least you don't have to pull all of the brake lines out of the truck. See, same mess there. No fluid out of the rubber lines. So at least you don't have to pull all of the lines out, just have to replace the rubber ones. Well, got the old truck started again. Gonna turn it around so that I can do the brake stuff on the front. Got my bucket in here so I can drive. Well, it's the next morning. Already have the truck turned around. Man, it is doing pretty good. This weekend we plan on doing the welding in it so that we can fix that. Got a little bit of it on the other side as well. Then got all the wiring that we're going to stick back in this, and it will be coming back together pretty quick. Just thought I'd fire it up this morning, see how it liked it. Beautiful. Fires right up. Just purring away. Man, this thing runs good. Well, we got both front brake lines out of the truck, and they are definitely shot. This is the one that was still working and passing fluid. This guy is quite crispy. Yep. And that one is clearly plugged up. This one is not so clearly plugged up, but they all need to be replaced, so that's what we're gonna do. Electronic fuel injection. Small block V8. Does it have the tach? Nope, it does not. Nope, no tach. Yeah. That's a really nice one. Find anything of interest?
There's a toolbox there, but I think I'd rather the other one.
Yeah. This one still has the stuff in it. Wrong year, though.
This side won't open. That looks like it'll work.
It's a bullnose, so maybe it'll have the dash that I need. Man, that thing is weird looking. Nope. That is completely different. Huh.
Yeah.
It's weird. Oh, it stinks right there. Another bus type thing. That one caught fire. That's got... See, This is a 300 inline six. Look how big that is.
Wow, that's pretty.
It's a big old motor. Hey, this is a truck bed for your dad. Yep, fiberglass hood.
Lots of bananas, buddy.
Lots of fuel tanks. Man, I just love these big old farm trucks. We got another square body. This one's a dually short bed.
Look at that. Really fucking,
No,
I don't even know. Is
Just-
that a few for fuel?
that's the coolant lines. So just, in case their heater core busted and started leaking, they could just shut off the cooling system.
That's funny.
I think that's a 350 actually. Yeah, I think that has the intake manifold I need for that dune buggy project. Might come back to that later.
It's still here.
Dude, this is insane. It's so big.
That is really big.
Hamlet? Do you know, have you ever heard of Hamlin?
Oh, no, I haven't.
This is a Ford. Dude, this might have the, I was not expecting this. This might actually have the thing I need. Ugh.
It's a little bit of a climb.
Yeah? I don't know. We'll keep looking around, see if we can find one for a gas truck, but that's a tachometer, all right. We might come back to that one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, back from our junkyard trip. Got an extra instrument cluster. This one has a tack in it. Also got extra light bulbs and other stuff. And only issue I see with this tack is it was for a diesel out of a semi. I think it was an F800. So it only goes up to 4,500 RPM. Which, that 460 that I have revs over that. But I think that ought to be good enough for our needs. I'm not too worried if it tops out the gauge. We'll just try and see if it works. Alrighty, we got the instrument cluster from the junkyard. Has the tack in it. We also have some extra lights and stuff that I know I'm going to need, because in this one, I have all the lights for this one, but a lot of them are burned out. And got to get the tack in there, see that everything works right, clean this up, and then we will be ready to go back into the truck with it. Well, I'm glad I bought the entire instrument cluster out of that truck, because I'm finding a whole bunch of little bit of goodies in it. At this point, we're basically building the instrument cluster that I want in this thing. So here is what was in my truck, useless piece of plastic, and here's what I want in it. Tachometer, show you how many RPMs you're running. And this is the speedometer and odometer that was in my truck. Wait, nope, wrong one. This is the speedometer and odometer that was in my truck. Manual gauge, you can spin the back of it and make it go up. Works same way with the odometer. But this odometer rolls over at 100,000 miles. This speedometer and odometer that came out of the semi, it rolls over at 100,000. So it's like, got it all together, now it's time to clean it up. Well, we now have the dash in. All of the components are in it. Got the gauge cluster. That's all looking good, just like we want it to. Wiring, not yet run. We wanted to get the dash in so that we could figure out where to mount the fuse block at, and how long each of our wires should be, where they need to go, things like that will be easier. Don't have the air ducts in just yet, so we have plenty of room down there to run wiring, and then we can get it all tucked up nice and neat, then put the air ducts in, get the top back on it, get the trim back in here, then we can get the seat in, make it good and drivable again. Haven't been able to progress more than we have just yet because we don't have all of the looms and connectors and other things we need to completely finish up the wiring. So under the hood, we've got it a little bit more sorted out. This over here is for headlights. We just put that there because we didn't want them dangling out the hood so cows could chew on it. Then this over here is what we need to make the motor run. And let's see. Also got to get a new starter solenoid before we can go much further. That bit broke off last time. And then that wire loom, or not loom, bunch of wires down there. That bunch of wires down there runs under the cab and to the back. We'll tidy it up and tuck it up on the frame rail, get it all protected and everything. And that'll run both of our fuel tanks and our tail lights and everything. Hope to get those lights up there working, maybe change the position a bit. I've also got these lights down here. I think it'd be real cool to replace those with some new ones. Got these side marker lights to replace. All of these up here work, and those are pretty cool.